So actually, I'm watching the live of I Heart K-pop Australia now while filming this. G G G G. Okay, wait. I'm I'm watching the live of I Heart K-pop Australia, which is no. They are actually streaming K-pop songs right now. So G G G G. Okay. So shout out to I Heart K-pop Australia for this. So I'm going to to low down the volume of it. Wait. While we're filming this reaction video of the next part of Are You Late To, which is the last time we reacted to Coffee and Cypher Part 1. So now we're going to react to Paldogangsan, which is Satoori rap. I don't know that the other name of Paldogangsan is the Satoori rap. Okay, so we're going to react again. So here, KARENPO. I always forget to introduce myself. KARENPO here, reaction video of the Satoori rap or the Paldogangsan. Okay, big hit, represent, yo. wait. The Froy. What are you doing? You're watching two videos at one time. Okay? Wait. What happened to this? Okay. So, okay. So, let's start the reacting to Paldogangsan.
Once again, big shit represent. 우리는 방탄소년단. Lego. 서강원부터 경상도, 충청도.
I don't know who's singing. Are they all singing in that part? Wait. Okay. Wait. I can't concentrate while Chicken Edu Soup is playing on the background of this, the I Heart K-pop. We're going back. We're going back. Okay. Oh, is that true? Is that what is Gyeongsang Do? Is that where V comes from? I don't know. Is it he comes from like Suga? I'm correct. If I'm correct. Okay, moving on. I'm dwelling on again. Is it correct that Jimin is singing that part? I don't know. But Jimin's voice is a little bit different. Okay. Wait. My camera is okay. Why there's no translation? think it's also have the same vibe of respect. I am correct. I see a little bit version of respect in here. And also had this kind of dialogue in between, which also have the track respect on it. Okay, moving on.
놈들 난 soul state 엄마랑 난 서울에서 나서 서울 말 잘 배웠다 요즘은 모두 사투리 갖다 벼슬이다만 그래 인정할게 악센트들이 전부 다 잘났어 말 다 통하잖아 문상부터 말았어 서강원부터
Okay, and just like to address that RM said is true. He said that why keep fighting then it's all the same Korean. It's like in the Philippines we also have that. We have this different languages like Cebuano, like in Pampanga, and then also Tagalog and then we have this. I just want to say that we also have different languages in our country, and it's also all why it's true, why keep fighting then it's all the same. That's true. Okay.
경상도 충청도부터 전라도 뭐라 카노 뭐라 카노 서강원부터 경상도 충청도부터 전라도 우리가 와볼다고 전화한게 우리 먼저 보러 허벌나게 서강원부터 경상도 충청도부터 전라도 뭐라 카노 뭐라 카노 서강원부터 경상도 충청도부터 전라도 우리가 와볼다고 전화한게 우리 먼저 보러 허벌나게
Okay, I just want to share my thoughts on this. I don't understand a thing, but I know that they like to say that even though they have different languages, they all the same. That's what I've what you call this? Okay, we're playing Psycho in the background with the I Heart K-pop Australia playing in the background. I don't understand the things in Satoori rap, to be honest. But I just they said that they have different languages in Korea, but it's all the same. They are all Koreans. That's what they. So we're that's why we need this explanation of DK TV. I don't understand nothing of the psycho. Okay. So we're going to watch the explanation of DK TV. Okay, wait. Here, the explanation, so I can better understand the song. Okay.
서강원부터 경상도 충청도부터 전라도 뭐라 카노
BTS has been breaking records, appearing at the Grammys and all, but one other thing noticeable is the fact that they are promoting Korea and its language more than ever. Now, people are digging into their older songs and finding it hard to fully understand this one particular song called Paldogangsan,
That is
also
true.
known as a Satoori rap.
Lego 서강원부터 경상도 충청도부터 전라도 뭐라 카노 뭐라 카노 서강원부터 경상도 충청도부터 전라도 우리가 와볼다고 전화한게 우리 먼저 보러 허벌나게
So, to begin with, the title Paldogangsan basically means our land or Korea. If you chop the word up, the word Paldo comes from the Joseon dynasty when Korea was divided into 8 provinces, which are 함경도, 평안도, 황해도, 경기도, 강원도, 충청도, 전라도, and 경상도. And Gangsan means the beautiful mountains and rivers you can find in Korea. Basically, all of these regions had and still have their distinct culture and dialects. The fun of this song is that BTS members are representing each region they originally come from by singing in
Yes.
dialects so-called Satoori. Already in the intro hook, Jimin first speaks in the Busan dialect. It shows one of the typical expressions of Busan by using the famous word ma, which is a way to call a person. Morakano means, what did you just say? So basically, the Busan dialect has some sort of tough feel to it, often associated with manliness.
내가 이거는 완전 내지 이거는.
그만 좀 튕기라 공기 주차 보기 좀.
그러니까 신아야, 니 내랑 사귈래?
Then J-Hope speaks in the Jeolla or Gwangju dialect. We can hear words such as ranke, which is one of the ending words in the Jeolla dialect. Many words in the Jeolla dialect end with either.
This is what I like about BTS. They promote their culture, which I've learned through my service in our church. Day by day, we also promote the culture of the Philippines, and also use it in relaying God's words. So it's also one of the reason why I'm hooked to BTS. They promote their... Oh my god, what happened to my phone? They promote their culture through their songs. And because of that, I am learning and I will learn more because of them. Okay, thank you BTS.
Either ranke, tanke,
Thank you DK also to explain this Satoori rap.
불어, and yoing.
자꾸 말 시키지 말란게요.
이상하다게.
직접 마중을 다 나오시고.
몸 상한 데는 없고.
One characteristic of the Jeolla dialect is to speak a little fast and drag the last syllable while raising its accent.
참말로 무엇을 잘못 먹었는갑다. 서방 알면 똘가상에 복숭을 훌떡이다다가 벌집을 쓰셔갖고 대구박이고 나빤대고 참다 쪼사버릴 주둥박이라 허겄네.
Suga speaks in the Daegu dialect, which is similar but slightly different to the Busan dialect, since they're in the same Gyeongsang province. Even Korean people have difficulty distinguishing between
Oh, Daegu and Busan is close.
the two.
Is it Busan the last station in their train? I don't know. I just read something like that. I'm not too sure.
But it's known that the location of stress and intonations are slightly different within sentences.
얼마 전에 폰 샀는데 막 땄다.
얼마 전에 폰 샀는데 막 땄다.
내 차에 질려 발언.
Some notable points in Suga's verse are
I think the difference is more of the soft in the I don't know what dialect is that, but on the left side, it's more of a soft, and on the right side, it's more of you know. That's what I
are
just.
vocabulary such as aje, moshima, and kashina, which respectively mean old man, boy, and girl. The original standard would be 아저씨, 남자, and 여자. This vocabulary pretty much applies the same to Busan or any other place in the Gyeongsang province. Now J-Hope raps in the Jeolla dialect again, which is known to be very friendly and affectionate. It's quite different to the Gyeongsang dialect, which sometimes can sound even hostile. If you just look at J-Hope's verse, the lyrics itself represent the nature of the dialect. He's basically greeting everyone around and calling everyone to come out and enjoy the party. Also, a very important and essential vocabulary of the Jeolla dialect appears here, which is 거시기. 거시기 is an almighty word that can replace any word in the Korean language. Usually it's used as the meaning of hey, or you know, like the Gyeongsang dialect's ma. But it can also turn into pronouns like it or that, meaning it can mean any word. So it comes in handy when old people can't remember the word they want to say, or when people want to say an embarrassing word.
It's like you know, you know.
거시기는 한마디로 머시기 할 때 거정 갑옷을 거시기 한다. 자, 그 시기 잘 후라고
뭐라카는 문제 자식 저거.
What the
네
is
번의 그 시기와 먼저 쓰인 그 시기는 대략 두 가지 정도로 그 뜻을 압축해 볼 수 있습니다. 무시기와 그 시기는 죽어도 모르겠습니다.
And once again,
Oh,
you
wait,
can notice
sorry.
the endings of each word being dragged and toned up. Now we go into the pride of each region, starting with the Gyeongsang province's 신라의 화랑. Shilla was the origin country of Gyeongsang province and once united the three nations Goguryeo, Baekje, Shilla
No,
into a
Guryo.
unified Shilla.
Wow,
But
yeah, I know that. I'm not historian. History, what you call this? Dramas that concerning, yeah. Usually they use Goguryo. I don't know if that's correct. In
Shilla
using
and
that
Parang.
play
Shilla was the origin country
era
of
or
Gyeongsang
place.
province and once united the three nations Goguryeo.
Yeah, this Guguryo and yeah, Sila, they always use that word in the more of historic dramas of Korea.
Baekje, Shilla into a unified Shilla, but eventually in the 10th century it was conquered by the Goryeo dynasty.
Yeah,
It had
Goryeo.
an elite warrior group called the Hwarang, meaning flowering knights.
Yeah, this is what I've asked earlier. Is that why they what you call this they cast V in the Warang drama because of this. Did V comes from this I don't know, this dialect, this place. I don't know if it's the same. Okay, moving on.
The Hwarangs were a social club of young males that gathered to study art, culture, religion, and martial arts. They also acted and fought according to specific commandments called the Sesok Oge, which were like the following. So in this part, V is proud of this elite group and claims that the descendants and the bloodline of them is still running in their veins of Gyeongsang people. Plus, V acted in the Korean drama Hwarang as well. Also,
told
if you look
you.
at Jungkook
Boom!
first, he's overly proud and
Okay. Next.
confident of his Satoori and culture. Note the two usages of aiga in these sentences. Momo aiga is a way you end a sentence by asking, am I right or not? Try telling me that I'm wrong. So it's like this one-directional question possibly forcing the other person to answer yes or yes.
걔는 내가 좀 더 컸다 아이가.
Now you kind of get a grasp of what Gyeongsang people are like. Very proud, confident, and maybe even handsome. Now it's Cholla time again. Jae-ho can't lose to the Gyeongsang boys, so he brings up the famous dish of the Cholla province, which is bibimbap.
Yeah,
Jeonju bibimbap is the most
so
well-known and probably the
delicious.
best bibimbap in Korea. It is one of the most famous,
Yes.
healthy, and pretty dishes that represent Korea to the world.
So on the they were just what you call this? They have their different sides. So on the first group, they have Suga. I don't know who Suga is with. Suga, Jimin, Jungkook, and V, I guess. And then on the right side is J-Hope, RM, and Jin. Is that correct? Is that I think the four they have something in common, and then also on the neck, the what you call this, the other side, which is on the J-Hope, RM, and Jin side.
The competition on which is the best region has become more intense. Suga approaches J-Hope and the other members by saying, "Do you know what Kaga Kaga means?" It may sound like Goo Goo Gaga to other people, but to Gyeongsang people, it actually has the meaning of, is that person that person?
가가 아니에요?
아니요.
Ka is a fast pronunciation of 그아, which means that guy. The second ga means is. The third
Yeah,
ga
ga,
refers
yeah.
to
Actually,
guy who
I just what you call this? I just created my Korean name. My Korean name is Bu Kalen. Bu comes from my Chinese name, which is Fu, because my Chinese name is Fu Jaren, and then I just adapted from the Chinese character of Fu, and then in Korean it's Bu, and the Kalen comes from my nickname, which is Karen, because that is my, what you call this, I'm usually using that name, Karen, not my real name. Okay, so that's why I come up with Bu Kalen. OMG. And actually I'm contemplating about it, because Fu Jaren, Ja, is actually in Korean is ga, and Ren is in Korea. So since I want a unique name, I settled with Bu Karen. Okay. Okay, next.
talked about before. And the fourth ka is finally a question mark. So basically, Gyeongsang people are making fun of other regions that don't have the complexity. Another fun and classic example would be the way Gyeongsang people pronounce this.
I'm actually using this as a bookmark. The film in Map of the Soul Persona album. Okay.
Other regions pronounce all of them the same, but people from Busan or Daegu can differentiate them all due to the intonation or stress, like this. 이해이승, 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 이해이승. Also, in the next line, Suga and Jimin say, who says Gyeongsangdo is rough? By this line, we can examine the stereotype and Gyeongsang people not approving it. But it's kind of funny and ironic that the way they're saying it and actually doing it seem a little rough. Ultimately, they're reinforcing the stereotype. Next, the Anabara movement is introduced. This was a movement during the 1997 IMF bailout request situation when Korea's economy had failed and many were driven to the streets or gone broke. Each letter of the Anabara stands for Akida, Nanuda, Bakuda, 다시 쓰다, saving, sharing, exchanging, and reusing. The people voluntarily participated and made this movement a success, sharing with neighbors and reducing costs. Although this movement isn't necessarily originated from the Gyeongsang province, its mindset and mission is of what usually Gyeongsang people are like, sharing and caring for each other. Gyeongsang people have this catchphrase like 우리가 남이가, 친구 아이가, which means we are no stranger to each other, or aren't we all friends?
우리가 남이가.
Actually, at the end of the verse, this appears in the Daegu dialect as well. 우리가 어디 남인가. On to the other parts in the verse, you can again find the confident and tough characteristics of Gyeongsang people. 지긴다, 지기네 is another well-used expression for saying something is outstanding or the best. The subtle 아주라마 is actually related to the Busan local baseball team culture.
아주라고 아를 막 머리 위로.
When a baseball lands in the audience seat, the crowd shouts "Ajura, Ajura" constantly to give the ball to the nearest kid or baby. In conclusion, we can see that despite being tough or direct on the outside, Gyeongsang people have a warm heart and care for others more than anybody on the inside.
So basically, Daegu and Busan is friendly person. They have this friendly community. That's what I've learned so far with this video. Next.
So J-Hope decides not to back off to the Gyeongsangdo dudes. He starts with the epic words shibang, which is a very popular term equivalent to 거시기 in the Cholla dialect. Shibang means now in the dictionary. However, it has more of the nuance of hey, look at me now, or what you saying now?
시방 한 17만 정도 될걸?
네 시방 나 매력 테스트 하냐?
Plus, sometimes people mishear it as the most used curse word in Korean, 씨발, so it sometimes can be mistaken. Probably that's the reason J-Hope used it as the first word of his verse. Then he goes on with words like 흠이 어쩌스까나, which are basically exclamation words that could be maybe perceived as oh my god or OMG. It could be either positive or negative. But in this case, it would be a sarcastic, wow, what should I do with you guys, towards the Gyeongsangdo members. The battle goes on as J-Hope now turns offense. 시부리다 is a strong way of saying talking. It would be closer to babble or chatter. This word exists both in Gyeongsang and Jeolla area, but changes in usage. In the Gyeongsang area, it's used like 뭐라 시부리 쌌노? And in the Jeolla area, it's used as J-Hope does. Both words shibang and shiburida kind of sound like the curse word 시**, so it sounds very strong in a sense. Plus, J-Hope keeps on going offense by saying things like this. Aguji is also a strong way of saying mouth, usually used to say shut your mouth. While provoking why their mouths are all shut now, he says that he can make all the holes in your body open by eating 흑산도 홍어. Hongo is a type of stingray that's caught near the Jeolla region. This Jeolla specialty is especially famous in an island called Huksandu.
Why
The
are
ray
they
is
eating
fermented and
stingray?
conditioned in a particular way, and after this process, it emits a very strong odor. And many Koreans, including me, dread going even near it. The odor is so
OMG,
strong that
why
people
are they
dare not
eating?
eat it, but usually people
Why are
from
they eating
Jeolla
it?
actually enjoy it. So basically, J-Hope is teasing the Gyeongsangdo dudes that they go nuts if they eat hongo. Now in the
What?
lyrics, a tricky part appears. Suddenly he starts talking about months and becoming pregnant. Many armies have tried to decipher what this means on the internet, but up to this day, nobody knows what he's talking about.
Oh, that's what I've had a difficult time learning meaning of that particular word, because you know, you can't see it in Google. That's why Korean culture is actually rich.
So in conclusion, it's just whatever he thought of at that time. This is actually a characteristic of the Jeolla dialect as well. Because of the fast speed and friendliness, Jeolla people tend to include totally irrelevant or very detailed info inside the conversations.
동작그만 밑장 빼기냐? 내 배하고 정마담 배를 밑에서 뺐지. 내가 빙다리 핫바지라 보이냐 이 새끼야.
Still, he does introduce Mudungsan, which is a very high mountain located in Gwangju. It's known that if you hike up to the summit, you can see far enough to Jeju Island. Also, there's a special watermelon that grows only on this mountain, and it's famous for its enormous size. J-Hope has linked these two big things to a baby to be born, and says he's a Bangtan, one of them, which are meant to be huge and successful.
Oh.
경상도 남자가 좀 잘생긴 것 같다. 아니에요 형님.
Finally, the Satoori battle has come to an end, and at this point it has become meaningless and just bickering between the members. Suga brags that he thinks men from Gyeongsang region are handsome, then J-Hope says that's not a fact, and they go on back and forth bickering. But weirdly enough, there are widespread stereotypes that men from Gyeongsang are handsome in average.
놈들 난 so state of mind 난 서울에서 나서 서울말 잘 배웠다 요즘은 모두 사투리가 다 벼슬이다만 그래 인정할게 악센트들이 멋을 있다 하지만 여긴 표준인 만큼 정직해
Wait. What happened? Oh, is it finished? Okay, I heart K-pop Australia just finished their live. I don't know if they're back on. Are they back on? Wait. wait. YouTube. Okay, they're live on YouTube. But they just I don't know what happened to Facebook. Why they cut off. Okay. So we're going back. Why is
나 서울에서 나서 서울말 잘 배웠다 요즘은 모디 사투리 갖다 벼슬이 다만 그래 인정할게 악센트들이 멋스리다 하지만 여긴 표준인 만큼 정직해 처음과 끝이 분명하고 딱 성립돼 한국말의 표본으로 정리되지 Only ask goes with English you never understand it okay 솔직히 솔직해질게 영상도 사투리는 남자가 날 쓰고 싶게 만들어 졸라도 말들은 너무나 친근해 한 번 입에 담으면 오샤 내가
told you. I am not correct. I am not correct. You say, RM just said that. Wait. The Suga's dialect makes you want to use it. But J-Hope's dialect is friendly. Is it? So that's the difference. So the one I'm describing is actually J-Hope early on, not Suga. Okay, continue.
Now it's time for President King Namjoon to wrap up
President
everything
King
and end the fight. As a Seoul, or technically Ilsan person, he says that the Seoul Korean is the standard, and it becomes the good example of a well-structured language.
So in my country, Filipino, Tagalog is the standard, but we also have Bicolano, Bisaya, you know. So the standard is Tagalog.
Also, he does admit that Satoris are attractive, that as a man he wants to use the Gyeongsang dialect.
Yes.
And Cholla dialects sound so friendly, but still he points out that there's no gain in fighting with each other. This actually stems from deep...
Why are they fighting? In my country, we don't fight to get our dialect. Why?
...for history where Cholla and Gyeongsang regions had hostility towards each other during the 70s, and even until now. It's called 지역감정 in Korean. The history is very complicated, but it basically started as politicians and presidents were mostly elected from the Gyeongsang region and started developing only the Gyeongsang cities, leaving out the Cholla province. Also, the politicians used this hatred towards each other to manipulate votes, and etc. Furthermore, if you go deeper, actually in the old Korean days, the two regions were all different nations that had war with each other and small interaction. So actually the subtle and deep-rooted hostility comes from way back. Anyways, RM finishes the fight and says we are one Korea that might have different accents and dialects, but at the end perfectly understand each other, which is the only thing that matters. So BTS has accomplished 2 missions in Paldogangsan. 1, showing the diverse dialects and funny sides of them, and 2, sending a message of peace and unification among the Korean nation, easing 지역감정. Just one more thing. Although it's ambiguous, deriving from the title's name, Paldogangsan, BTS might have hidden their message towards reunification of the current war-split North and South Korea, because the 8 provinces include those 2 from North Korea as well. It is true that North Korean people speak differently, but at the end, we can also understand them easily.
Okay, so now I know. It's actually tackle social issues. I think that's the first, what you call this? That's the first I don't know this song. I heard K-pop Australia. I don't know the song. Okay. Actually, looking at it, this is actually the first social issue that it tackled outside their, what you call this, outside their right there, wait. BTS. Wait. I know this song, but I don't know the I don't know the what you call this, the lyrics, either the title of the song. Okay, going back.
Nothing's playing right now.
Okay, I know, Google. Okay. Going back to Are You Late Too? I think the Too Cool for School, they most likely address what you call this, more of how they're different from other K-pop group. And then on the Are You Late Too, they started what you call this, they started now addressing social issues, starting with No, because they're addressing here the education system of Korea, and then the Cypher Part 1, which is Under Heaters, and then also on Attack on Bangtan, Paldogangsan, which is the Satoori rap. Is they address the different dialects of Korean. So this is actually the first social issues. No. I mean, first social issue that it tackled beyond a world social, what you call this, not world, a country social issue. Because the No is more of a, the experience of having this Korean system, and Paldogangsan is more of a what you call this, a country issue. So that's why. Okay. So that's the Paldogangsan or Satoori rap. And then I thank again DK TV for explaining Paldogangsan. It's actually very helpful to international fans to know the explanation of these songs. Also, this is what I always check upon DK TV, because when the rap line will usually, what you call this, will usually write songs, it has a deeper meanings. Like I said in the song, the recent one of BTS, they have a different meanings. Is this Girls' Generation? Yes! Girls' Generation! Okay. So, that's it for today. Also, if you're here in Australia, please support the I Heart K-Pop Australia. So, please like this the video if you like this. And also, if you like to follow me, subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell. So I'll see you. We're going now to react to the School Love Affair, which is the third album of the school series of BTS. Okay, so we're down to 2 albums. Many to go. Okay, see you. Bye-bye.